Hey YouTube, it's themthatgots back with another review. This time I have with me my new Marvel Select Venom figure. Now this figure came out, I was super excited for it to come out. I knew about it for a few months in advance. It just looked so awesome. The promo pictures just looked incredible, and I was hoping that it would be as awesome when I got it in hand. And I can tell you right up front, it is. I do have some gripes with it, but overall, this is by far the best Venom figure in a 6 to 7 inch scale that exists. It's just incredible. Not only do you get a bunch of accessories and interchangeable parts, but the sculpt is just out of this world, and it has this wonderful Todd McFarlane-esque head sculpt here that I love, which is my ideal Venom head. I've never been really happy with any of the Marvel Legends Venoms. So I was very excited to get my hands on this. He runs about $25 at comic shops, but I was lucky enough to get him at a Comic-Con that we had here in Dayton, Ohio last weekend for 18 bucks, which is a steal on this guy. However, it did come at a price, which I'll get into. But let's get into the figure here, just the basic figure itself. It's very nice. Like I said, the sculpt is just incredible. You can see all the fine detail work in the veins and just the musculature and the texture of the symbiote. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's actually a lot of blue shading throughout here, which is very nice. Very solid paint job on the logo there. Really great sculpt all the way through the figure. Down to his feet there. And Marvel Select's really been stepping up their game. I usually get kind of upset with them though because the figures just don't end up in scale and they don't fit in anywhere, so I usually don't end up displaying them. But this Venom is definitely going to get displayed. He is absolutely incredible. Show off there. I really like the white here with the little web shooter spot there. A lot of Venoms don't have that dot there, but it's pretty important that it's there. A lot of nice detail on the back there. So like I said, he has a lot of accessories, so I'll show those really quick before I get into articulation, because then I can put everything on him and then show you articulation. So first I'll show you the heads. This is the regular McFarlane head. And you can pop this off, and they just pop right off very easily. And say you like your Venom to look a little more feral, and you like to have his tongue sticking out. Well, you've got this head here that looks like that, and it just has this incredible sculpt. The teeth are very like gnarly and gross looking, and he's got that green slime coming out of it there. You can see his mouth goes all the way back up this head sculpt behind his eyes. It's very, very nice. But say you like this look and you don't want the tongue. Well, that's no big deal either. You can just pop it right out, and you've got that face without the tongue. I will say it does look a little odd without the tongue in it, but oh well. Now the last head, there's one more head, is this one here, and it's the transforming Eddie Brock head, and it's just incredible. I absolutely love the detail on this face sculpt here. You can see the Eddie Brock, and it has the symbiote like wrapping around his head here. Very nice. And then on this side, he's all Venom. Very cool. So I'm going to take this off, put this head back on him. Why not, right? I'll go ahead and put the tongue back in too. Just pops right in there. There you go. Back up just a little bit. Alright. Now the main feature of this that's so cool is this piece here that is a complete different back for the Venom figure. So you attach this to his back and it looks like he's mutating, and it just pops right on, just clips right on the figure just like that, and you've got all those extra heads on there. It looks so awesome. Give me a second here. I'm going to raise my tripod a little bit because I'm having trouble getting him in the frame. Sorry about that. Here we go. There we go. Much better. So you can see all the different heads that are on there. And the small ones here, like this one, and this tiny one on the back, obviously they don't move, but the rest of these heads are fully articulated. They have a ball joint, and if you want to, you can just pop them right off. They're removable, which is very cool. So the other thing that backpack adds besides weight to the back, you can see here it just heaps over him, is it does have these two extra hands back here, or arms actually. So they do have articulation at the where it meets the body, and they have a hinge here. Oops, popped it off. And the wrist spins, and you can actually interchange these hands. So there's more interchangeable hands that I'll show you. So let's go over the articulation really quick before we get to the hands. He does have a ball jointed head, so you can get some side to side motion out of it. Goes back and down pretty well. It does have a diaphragm joint that is 100% completely useless, which is one of my gripes. It does not move at all. You can get a little give there, but it's not going to stay or do any kind of posing that's worth anything. It's got a waist swivel here. You've got a ball jointed shoulder that moves in and out and rotates 360. You then have a bicep swivel. You've got a single joint at the elbow and a swivel at the wrist. I really love this. It has the DC Universe Classic style articulation on the waist, so it has the T-crotch with the movement that goes out here instead of having a ball joint. I actually prefer this kind of joint. It does have a swivel here at the thigh. It has a single joint at the knee and a single joint at the ankle. So very nice articulation here. So like I said, we're not fully done with the interchangeability. If you want to get like a full mutation Venom, you can add these. It's really hard to get them to stay standing up. These here, which are some extra arms that clip into Venom's arms, you can see here there's a peg hole, and you just pop it right in there. And the same on this side. There we go. So, oops, fell right out. Obviously I didn't have it in there good enough. There we go. So there's your fully mutated Venom. And this might get a little blurry, but I'm going to zoom my camera out here so you can see him. Just incredible. That silhouette is just amazing. So then, like I was saying, you can interchange the hands, and they just pop right out very easily. And if you like this hand here, you can just pull this right off, even from the backpack hand, and put it right into the wrist. So you've got a nice big mutated Venom hand. Let me take these off so it's not as distracting. There you go. So if you like your Venom with big symbiote hands, you've got that there. And then the other option is the fist that's over here. And unfortunately, this is my major gripe with the figure. My Venom came with 2 right fists. So I don't have a left fist for him, which is really unfortunate. But other than that, he's a great figure. Like I said, he definitely is the definitive Venom. So if you're looking for the one Venom that you need to own in your collection, it's this one. And you got to track him down because he's going to be sold out probably. And you know, Marvel Select figures are usually easy to come by. I don't see that happening with this. He's such a good figure that it's just going to be gone, I'm afraid. So I'm glad I got mine. Like I said, I highly recommend it, so go out and get yours if you like them. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.